It's Saturday, June 15th, the day before Father's Day. This is a live look at downtown St. Louis. Good morning. Thank you for watching News 4 this morning. I'm Mike Colombo in for Deanna Zoga.
I'm meteorologist Kristen Cornett. Yeah, a lot of clouds out there around downtown this morning. There's actually a few showers. Now, we watched some thunderstorms track this way during the overnight hours, but those have really fizzled in the last few hours. Let's take a look at what we're dealing with here.
Now to the latest on a fatal crash in South St. Louis this morning. 2 people are dead after an accident involving a tractor trailer. Emily Rao is on the scene speaking with investigators. Emily, what can you tell us? Well, if you've ever locked yourself out of your home or car, you know how frustrating it can be. This story proves hiding a spare key to keep it from happening could put you and your home at risk. A St. Louis County homeowner put her trust into these 2 guys. Police tell us this landscaping duo was supposed to be mowing the lawn, but they ended up stealing from the house they were working at. From protecting your home to protecting your car, News 4 has learned about even more car break-ins in the Metro East. This latest crime trend is in Edwardsville. Here, 7 vehicles were burglarized. Take a look at your screen. It's happened on 2 warehouse parking lots. Both Lakeview Corporate Drive and West Gateway Commerce Drive have been hit. Here's a look at some of the items the suspects snatched: a touchscreen CD player, stereo equipment, and an iPhone. If you have more information on these burglaries, you're asked to call the Edwardsville Police Department. That number is 618-656-2131. In response to those crimes, Collinsville police say they'll place unmarked vehicles in areas targeted for car break-ins. It appears the break-ins happen more often in crowded parking lots during the summer. This week, 2 break-ins were reported at a Golden Corral restaurant and the Splash City Water Park. Splash City says it has security measures in place and break-ins are rare. They say adding security would prove costly.
We don't have, a staff member who's required to be out here the entire time we're open. That's really a funding issue. We could do that, but it would mean having to probably increase our prices, which we don't want to do.
The water park also encourages customers to either use their lockers or keep valuables at home. A Florissant jewelry store is the latest business to fall victim to a smash-and-grab robbery. I was the first reporter on the scene yesterday at Legacy Jewelers in the Flower Valley Shopping Center. New this morning, with all the crimes I just described, you might be compelled to want to protect yourself. Well, in Illinois, a 3rd state's attorney says he won't prosecute anyone for carrying a concealed weapon, while Governor Quinn decides whether to sign a bill that would allow it statewide. Good Saturday morning. It is 7:11. Seeing a few raindrops on that camera screen there. That's a look across the river into Illinois from downtown St. Louis. New this morning, a children's product maker is recalling about 165,000 baby recliners linked to at least 5 infant deaths and dozens of reports of children falling or hanging over the side of those seats. Welcome back to News 4 this morning. It is Saturday, June 15th, the day before Father's Day. This is Lambert Airport. Some showers coming through the area. Our Kristen Cornett will give us the details on that coming up. New this morning, a bizarre and risky rescue in North Hollywood. Check this out. A man climbed up a 300-foot transmission tower and decided to take off his clothes. Now he's in police custody. Christy Fajardo is in North Hollywood with the details on this newsworthy nudity. All right, I don't know how to move on from that one. I'm glad we can toss it to you for weather.
Yeah, okay. So we had some showers and thunderstorms overnight. Nothing particularly strong in the local area, and a lot of that's dissipated at this point. Now, of course, you can see on the...
Concerned residents living near the Bridgeton landfill are getting national attention from an environmental activist you may be familiar with. That person is Aaron Brockovich. An officer will avoid prison despite his conviction for brutally beating a woman. His punishment? A suspended sentence and 3 years probation. News 4's Sharon Reed is asking how this could happen to an officer with a history of trouble. You're looking live at Busch Stadium downtown. Cardinals could have used that home field advantage last night. They fell to the Marlins. More on that in a second. Well, there's an event taking place later today. That's why we've got our guest in here, Kalia Collier. We'll tell you about that here momentarily. Kalia, this supports breast cancer research, and it's the St. Louis Surge, our local semi-professional women's basketball team. Tell us more.
Yes, we have our lovely Painted Pink game tonight at 7:05 tip-off. We're encouraging everyone to come out and power up for a cause and wear your pink, don't forget.
Okay, so for those who aren't familiar with the Surge, take us through the makeup of your team. You're looking live at Busch Stadium downtown. Cardinals could have used that home field advantage last night. They fell to the Marlins. More on that in a second. Well, there's an event taking place later today. That's why we've got our guest in here, Kalia Collier. We'll tell you about that here momentarily. Kalia, this supports breast cancer research, and it's the St. Louis Surge, our local semi-professional women's basketball team. Tell us more.
Yes, we have our lovely Painted Pink game tonight at 7:05 tip-off. We're encouraging everyone to come out and power up for a cause and wear your pink, don't forget.
Okay, so for those who aren't familiar with the Surge, take us through the makeup of your team.
We are the first women's semi-pro team here in over 20 years. We finished #2 in the nation last year. We're increasingly gaining attendance with nearly over 2,600 people, and we're trying to keep it going here.
All right, take us through more of the specifics of exactly where this money is going to go through that's generated tonight.
Yes, we have partnered with the American Cancer Center, and a portion of our proceeds will actually go back to them today.
All right, excellent. I'm a helper with Coaches vs. Cancer here in St. Louis. I know
Great.
that you've kind of partnered with them to help out with this event. I know they're very excited tonight. I also know you're taking on the Louisville team,
Yes.
right? Okay, I worked in Louisville before I moved back here to St. Louis, so you guys got to take care of business
Well,
tonight.
we're undefeated, so I think we're going to keep that going.
Okay, excellent. People who might come out tonight, what do they need to know about price, stuff like that?
Well, we're price point perfect in the community. Our tickets are only $8 for adults, $5 for students, and if kids actually wear their uniforms K through 12, they get in our games free.
All right, excellent. Take a look at your screen right now. This details it. Tip-off tonight is at UMSL, 7 o'clock. The doors open at 6. For adults, it's going to be $8 to get in. Students, $5. We've got all the information you need on KMOV.com. Kalia, thank you so much for your time.
Thank you very much, Mike. Don't miss it tonight,
All right.
7:05.
Very good. Excellent. All right. In other sports action, it was all set up so well for the Cardinals on this road trip. After disposing of the Mets in New York, all that was left was a little detour south to play a team that had won just 19 games all season. As it turns out, taking this series might be easier said than done. Cardinals facing 20-year-old Jose Fernandez of the Marlins last night. In the first, they found a way to break through. Yadier Molina with a broken bat single to right. That would score 1. The Cardinals would be up 2-0 after 1. But Jake Westbrook's first start coming off the DL was not his best. He gives that 2-run lead right back, even surrendering an RBI to his counterpart, that pitcher, Jose Fernandez.